guys, it has been a minute since I've like fully sat down and done a video. I have been skipping weeks and I apologize for that. But I'm excited because today's video is another pretty big book haul and book unhaul. So when I'm done showing you all of the recent books I got since my last book haul video, I'm going to be doing I think it's going to be a semi-massive or at least a large book unhaul. I've never done an unhaul before, so I am excited too because I've had a lot of books and I'm like, I'm just never going to read that, but I wanted to wait till it was like this big thing. So anyways, today's the day, and when I tell you it's a big book haul, look at my stack. Yeah, it's a pretty big book haul. But I'm gonna say, of all of these books, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 14, 15, 16, 22 books. Only 2 of them have I bought with my own money. Most of them were sent to me for free, and some of them were bought for me by like family friends. But yeah, I'm excited, and we're not gonna dilly-dally, we're just gonna get right into it. So first, I'm gonna start with the 2 books that I actually purchased myself, and these I got from a small, like, family-run bookstore. It's in the big city that's closest to me. I'm not gonna say names, but it's in the city, and I love the bookstore. It's one that, like, you can have a little card, and they punch it for you every time you get a book, and then once you do, like, 10 or something, you get a free book. And I'm excited. I love that. But anyways, first one I got is this one right here, The Phantom of Manhattan. First of all, look how beautiful this book is. That was like one of the main reasons I picked it up because it's gorgeous. But then saying Phantom, if you don't know, my favorite movie of all time is the 2001 adaptation of Phantom of the Opera with Gerard Butler and Emmy Rossum. Like, that's my favorite movie. I have yet to read the book. I do have the book, but I haven't read it yet. But this, as I was reading, it's a continuation of the timeless classic, The Phantom of the Opera. So I just, of course, had to read it. It's super short. This is going to be a fun read, but obviously I want to read that one first. That's what this is. I just thought it was cute. It wasn't very expensive, and it's beautiful. The next one I got at that bookstore is a book by Lucy Foley called The Paris Apartment. I've never heard of it. I was just looking in their like mystery thriller kind of section, and it was this one. And literally I just saw the side and I was like, that looks like it might be good. So I grabbed it, and then I saw that Lucy Foley is also someone who wrote The Hunting Party and The Guest List, which I have seen before and I want to read. And so I'm like, okay, it's gonna be good. So Meet the Residents of Number 12, Rue de Amant, a beautiful old apartment building in the City of Light. This socialite, the nice guy, the alcoholic, the girl on the verge, the concierge. So everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. So we love it. It's probably a murder mystery, but this is at least like a mystery thriller kind of thing, and I'm very excited. Okay, now we're gonna get into the books that I just got, and I'll explain as I go through them. The first one is The Cellar by Natasha Preston. I've read 2 Natasha Preston books so far, and I love them. Like, I know, if you don't know, Natasha Preston is notorious for having cliffhangers as her endings. But for me, they're not like such bad cliffhangers that I'm like angry that there's not a second book going about it. It's just kind of like a, what? That's it? Ah! But I like it, and I think it fits in with the whole like thriller genre of the book. Some people love that, some people hate it. That's totally up to you, but I like it. And so I got this for free because I had a credit on TikTok Shop. I don't know why, but I had a credit for like $10 or something, and I went and I got this book because it was a little under that with the shipping and everything. So I got this book for free, and I'm so excited to read it. It is thicker than the other books of hers that I have, but I've heard really good things about this one from other Natasha Preston fans, so I'm excited. Okay, next. This is literally a box that I just opened, and it's from TikTok Shop, but it's from the author, and she sent me a free set of her Billionaire Romance series. I'd never heard of it before, but it looked beautiful, and Billionaire Dark Romance. Yes. So I got these for free, and they are beautiful. They have beautiful red sprayed edges. If you know anything about me, you know I am a sucker for sprayed edges. I'm trying to grow my sprayed edge collection. I don't know if I'll add these to that. Like, I probably will, and then as I get more, have them be their own thing. But I'm very excited. They're not very thick, which I love having thin book options because thick books intimidate me, and they're difficult. But I already read the back for the TikTok I had to make. Basically, he's just a powerful, vicious man who takes what he wants and bows to no one. I don't think there needs to be much explanation. It's a billionaire dark romance, and he's a grumpy, morally great MMC. So we love that. I'm excited to read this series. Okay, the next book that I got is Broken Throne. And this, if you don't know, the Red Queen series, this is like a book of novellas for that series. I have not read the series yet. I really, really want to. Hopefully I will be able to start it soon. I've heard great things from it. And this I got as a free sample from TikTok Shop. And I love that. I think I have like the whole everything now, like all the books and all the novellas. So yeah, that's what this is. Okay, next I got this again as a free sample from TikTok Shop. And it is the 5 Types of Wealth. I'm sure you've seen or heard of it. I see this in Walmart and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually read it, which is why I'm not sure if I'll keep it. But the little bit that I have like flipped through and read, it's such good information. Like it's talking about how wealth doesn't equal rich, or like it shouldn't, because wealth a lot of times, or I think the main theme of it is that time is your wealth. And so spend your time correctly and just, because I heard this before, your most valuable asset is time. And that really is true, because money, you can always earn more money. Time, you can never get more of. Like once you spend an hour doing something, that hour is gone forever. Whereas if you spend $50 on something, you can earn $50 again, you know? So it's like, spend your time well, and that's the most important thing in life. And this really hits on that. So I probably will keep it, but I don't know yet. But yeah, if you're into self-help books and stuff like that, this is a good one. Okay, this is one that I got for free. It was from a grab bag on Book Talk. Like if you buy it, you get 4 or 5, I don't remember, 4 or 5 random books sent to you, which is cool. But if you had to pay for it, I honestly wouldn't, because I want to be able to pick my books, especially because I want to say it was 4 books. 2 of the books I'll read, 2 I gave away already, so I can't show them to you. And it's like, you don't know. But this is one from that box, and it's called Apples Never Fall. I've never heard of it, but when I was reading about it, it seems intriguing and exciting. I want to say it's a mystery or something. Let me see. The Delaney family love one another dearly. It's just that sometimes they want to murder one another. So the very first line of the synopsis: if your mother was missing, would you tell the police, even if the most obvious suspect was your father? So this seems like it's going to be right up my alley. I am excited to read it. I saw another booktuber with this book after I got it, and I was like, oh good. So like it's not completely out of nowhere. Like other people have heard of it and read it, but I think this is going to be a good one. All right, this next one is... This next one is also one I got for free off of TikTok, and it is Den of Vipers. I haven't heard much of it before I got the book, but then once I got the book and it was shown in some of my videos, people kept talking about it and pointing it out and saying what a great read it is, but it is a lot from what I've heard. I want to say it's mafia romance, and it's like a girl with a bunch of these mafia men, hence the Den of Vipers. They're the vipers and she's like thrown in kind of thing. Otherwise, I don't know anything else about it, but one, these sprayed edges are gorgeous. I can't wait to read it and put it up here with my collection. Yeah, let me know if you've read this. I've heard a lot of good things, and I am excited to get to it. I haven't read a Mafia book yet, so I believe this is Mafia, and it would be my first one. Okay, next, this is another book that came in that grab bag book thing, and it's called Una Out of Order. I am going to keep it. I probably would be putting it off for a while, but I am going to keep it because it does sound nice. It's like this girl wakes up, or no, it's like every time this girl has a birthday, I think, she wakes up in a different year of her life. So like maybe she's going to bed and tomorrow she turns 17, but then she wakes up as a 54-year-old her, you know, and then maybe she's turning 55, but instead she wakes up as 32, you know, like stuff like that. And so it seems kind of crazy. Who knows? I don't know anything else about it. I've never seen or heard anyone else talking about it. Let me know if you've heard of it or read it or anything like that, but I think it'd be good. Okay, this is one that I got in a blind date with a book with this girl that I've worked with a few times on TikTok, and I love her to death. She's so sweet, and if you're gonna do a blind date with a book, do it from her. I'm telling you, like she puts such great stuff in it. But anyways, she gave me this book because I told her the kind of stuff I was liking, and so she got this for me, and I'm so excited because I've wanted to read this. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I have not read an Emily Henry book yet. I will be reading one soon. The Beach Read, I think is what it's called. Beach Read. I'm going to be reading that really soon. I'm really excited, but I'm also really excited about this one. And yeah, I'm slowly growing my romance collection ever since Allie Hazelwood just made me love the world. So I'm hoping I like Emily Henry like just as much. And this next one is also a free sample I got off of TikTok Shop. It's called Reflections of a Man. Now, I'm never going to just sit and read this, I don't think. However, the little bit that I have read, I've loved. And it's basically a man's perspective, or just this man telling us women and telling other men how to treat women. And like he'll say stuff like, oh, you know how you're always told you're overreacting? She's not overreacting. That is her genuine reaction to how she feels about whatever happened. And like stuff like that. And it's the kind of thing, like when I was reading through it, I'm like, I can't believe a man is saying. It just gives you hope that there are men out there who understand and who get it and who are mature and wise. They're hard to find, but they do exist. So either you can read this and it can give you some really good insight to yourself. Like there was stuff I read that I was like, dang, if I had read that and like really it hit home back when I was going through my divorce, or right before my divorce like started, this would have helped me so much. Just know my worth and know like, oh, so I'm not crazy for wanting these things, or you know, stuff like that. I don't know. It's a good book. I'm probably gonna keep it on the shelf. Okay, next, I got this for free, Credence. Just debate down in the comments if you want, but like I haven't read it yet. You either love it or hate it, honestly. This is my second copy. I got this in a blind date with a book. I already have Credence up there, so this one's gonna be given away or sold or whatever happens. But yeah, so I got this for free. Again, my second copy of it, and they were both free. Okay, these next two books, these were not free like from TikTok, but they were bought by lovely people in my life. It's Phantasma and Enchantra. So I have been wanting the Barnes & Noble edition of Enchantra because look at it. It is beautiful. The other one, it's like all purple and this has blues in it, and I was just obsessed. But I didn't have the first book yet. So I went to get this one. My boyfriend was buying it for me because we did like a little challenge and I won, and it was, if he lost, he was gonna buy me a book. So he was buying me this one, and we were with his sister and brother-in-law, and his sister is also a big bookie like me, and she was like, well, I'm gonna buy you the first one because you don't have the first one. And I tried to stop her, but she did it anyways because she's super sweet and stubborn. So now I have both of these and I'm so excited to get into these. I've been wanting to read them for a while, and yeah, very excited. All right, this next one was another blind date with a book that I got for free. And I've never heard of this before, but one, just, it's a matte finish. I'm getting obsessed with so many of these books coming out with this like soft matte finish. Like it's my favorite. But anyways, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Never heard of it, but this is such a cute, like, I love the look of this book. Like, it is beautiful. When I was reading about it, like it seems like it might have some comedy in it, but yeah, it's like a book club and they're kind of becoming like true crime, I think. I don't know. Something, it seems really good and it's clever, addictive. One of the most rollicking, addictive novels I've read this year. Page-turning sequences of excitement and anxiety. A cheeky, spot-on pick for book clubs. I just think this is going to be really good, and I'm really happy that I got it because I've never seen it before, but it's cute. So all right, next, this was also a blind date with a book on TikTok that I got for free. I think this was also from the girl that I've worked with, and it's Variation by Rebecca Yarros. I've never heard of it, and I've only ever read Fourth Wing, like that Fourth Wing series by Rebecca Yarros. I haven't read anything else by her yet, so I am very excited because Fourth Wing is up in my top 5 favorite books. It was a 5-star read. It was amazing, and so I am excited to get into this. I honestly know nothing of what it's about. To heal, you must dive deep. Elite ballerina Ali Rousseau is no stranger to pressure. With her mother's eyes always watching, perfection was expected no matter the cost. But even when an injury jeopardizes all she's sacrificed for, Ali returns to her summer home to heal and recover. But the memories she's tried to forget rush in and threaten to take her under. As a Coast Guard rescue swimmer, Hudson Ellis knows that hesitation can mean the difference between life and death. He's always prided himself on being on the right place at the right time, especially when it came to Ali Rousseau. Until the night he left for basic. After the biggest regret of his life, the secrets he keeps mean he can never be with the one woman he wants more than his next breath. When Hudson's niece shows up on Alice's doorstep, desperate to find her birth mother, Ali finds herself in an unimaginable position. Ali and Hudson's past and present might be endlessly complicated. The thread that tied them to each other all those years ago may have unraveled, but the truth could pull them back together or drive them apart forever. Ooh, that does sound deep. If you've read this, let me know and let me know what you think about it, because I've never heard anything about it and it sounds like it could either be great or boring for me. I honestly don't know, so let me know what you thought. All right, next, this is another book I got in a free blind date with a book, and like the book I'd like to read, but there's a man on the cover. I don't love that, especially when it's like supposed to, I don't know. I don't love that. And also, I don't find this man attractive. I mean, okay, he's an attractive man. I am not attracted to him. Like, it's just not, he's not my cup of tea. And I also just don't love, I wouldn't want to bring this anywhere and like be reading this in public. you know? So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it purely for that reason, but this caught me. It says, I wake up chained to the bed of a stranger. He says I'm his wife. Like, I want to know what the heck's going on. Let me know if you've read this. I might look for see if there's a copy out there that doesn't have this on it, but I don't know. All right, this is one that I just got in the mail, and it is a free sample from TikTok Shop, so I got to pick it out. And it's called My Darling Dreadful Thing. Look at that spooky ass cover. This will be, I think, my official first horror book. Maybe. Like, I read There's Someone Inside Your House. I don't know if that's actual horror or not, but this one says it's a horror book, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna save it for like October. I want to do like a video where I'm reading like creepy, horror, scary little books. And this, I don't know what it's about. It says, if the dead can wake and walk among us, how can we know what is truly real? Okay, I'm excited. This sounds good. I'm excited to read this. Okay, last but not least, this is a book I got for free from TikTok Shop. Little Stranger. I've already read it, but I listened to the audiobook last year. So I haven't had the copy and I haven't actually read it myself. So I'm very excited to do so. All right, so that's my haul. Now we're gonna go through books here and books everywhere and unhaul stuff that I'm not gonna read. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my TBR cart. It's not a TBR cart, it's just a book cart. But we're gonna start here, and I do have some that I'm going to get rid of. So for starters, these two books. You may have never heard of them. They're older. I read these when I was in high school. Apparently there's two more in the series. It's called Thirst. I loved them, but honestly, I'm not gonna like reread them and probably not gonna continue the series. So honestly, I'm just gonna get rid of them. I don't love how the spines look, so I'm on the fence about this one because it's a Stephen King book, Bag of Bones. I haven't read it, but I watched the movie and I really liked it. But I honestly don't see myself reading it. And then I threw away the dust jacket back in the day because I didn't know any better and I hated the dust jacket. It's just, you know, it's not much of, I don't know. I feel like if I read a Stephen King book, I'd pick up something else before this, but I don't think I'm going to keep this one. Okay, next I'm going to tackle my rainbow spine bookshelf. This bookshelf is my TBR shelf. If I've read it, I put it on my cube shelf over here, but if I haven't read it, it's here or on the cart. And I feel like there's quite a few on here I've been wanting to get rid of, so let's do it. Why are you staring at me? I have an audience. Say hi, audience.
Hi.
He's staring at me when he knows I don't like being stared at. I don't know how I want to tackle this. I guess I'm just going to take them all off, and ones that I don't want to keep, I'll put over to the side. Because I have other books to add. Like, all the books I just showed you at the beginning of this video, I have to add as best as possible, so. I loved this movie, and I've read most of the book already, but I never finished it, and honestly, I'm just not going to. Okay, this book is by my teenage favorite author. Like, back when I was a teen, Christopher Pike was my favorite. And I am not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna read this. That's way too big, and if I'm gonna be reading a big book, I have plenty of others that I will reach for, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. Okay, this one I got in a blind date with a book for free, and just the cover alone makes me not want to read it. I also read about it, and I honestly just don't think I'm ever going to reach for this book. So this is another unhaul. This stack is getting scary. You gonna fall. This one, The Host by Stephanie Meyer. I loved the movie. I wanted to read the book, and I just never did. And again, I took the dust jacket off because I just didn't like them. But honestly, I'm probably never going to read this. If I ever really want to in the future, I'll rebuy it. Like, I don't care. Oh, and this. Some people have asked in my comments on like my reels, which you can't see right now, but my Twilight section, I have 2 Twilight books. That's because I had Twilight and New Moon in paperback and everything else was hardback. So I got these 2 in hardback to make the whole thing match. So like, I don't need this copy anymore. But I'm keeping the Twilight copy because I want to bedazzle it and make that like a trophy and just have the other ones all still together, if that makes sense. Okay, this one, I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it. I've heard some good things about it, like on the comments when I opened this up. This was another blind date with a book. I don't know, let me know if you know anything about this to encourage me to keep it or not. I still need the first book in the series. I need to read this, like, so bad. So bad. Oh my gosh, this stack of books is about to fall. Like, it was wobbling. I need to not do that. Okay, that was almost a disaster. Let me look through these and see if there's any that I want to get rid of. Duplicate. Okay, just get ready 2 out of that stack. Okay, I'm done. I had to go and kind of redo some stuff, but that'll be in a video coming up, how I kind of redid my TBR cart. It's a whole thing, but that'll be in my next video. I don't love how this looks right now, but I have white books up here now, and yeah, I'm tired. That was a lot. So, I mean, since we're here, let's see how many books I have. I have, including the ones I'm getting rid of, I have 135 books. No, not including the ones I'm getting rid of. I have 135 books. And the ones I have not read yet, I have 89 unread books and 46 read books. That's crazy. That is crazy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the ones I'm unhauling, because maybe by the time you see this, I wouldn't have actually gotten rid of them yet. And if you can convince me to keep any of them, please do. Let me know any books that you've been unhauling recently, or what you're currently reading. Tell me what you're currently reading, because what I'm currently reading, this, The Devil Wears Black. That's what I'm reading right now. Let me know if you've read it, but I want to know what you are currently reading. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.